Bro, tell me how I almost opened up Steam by accident. I was hovering over the Discord button and then almost pressed on Steam. That would have been quite the detour. Hi everybody, what's going on? Welcome into Fitz. First in the chat. First one in the gym, last one out. Well, look who has decided to arrive. You're right, guilty. You got me. Hello to JT as well. Yeah, what's going on, fellas? My bad. On Thursday, you know, shit got busy, right? Friday we posted the video, but I don't remember what happened. I think I was just exhausted that day. And then on the weekend I had some people over at the house, which was nice. And then this is a fun one. On Sunday night I was watching the NBA finals and somebody, I'm not gonna name names, somebody whose name rhymes with Vaughn kept me up because we were playing games all night. And I had a great time. That was fun, no complaints on that. It's been a while since I gamed like that, especially on some gremlin shit, so you know, I needed that, right? It felt like a mental reset, so no regrets there, right? I had initially planned to do Mario Kart Monday, but then I got like 3 hours of sleep that day, and so and then I had to go do like a bunch of driving around and talking to people on Monday, so wasn't in the cards, right? So I do apologize for that. Literally, it was like 6:30, and I was like, let me get ready for Mario Kart Mondays, right? It's the best day of the week. And my dumbass, quite literally, let me just go to the console real quick. Cause actually no, let me go away from the console because I got a friend request that I need to. Yeah, there we go. Literally just accepting a friend request right now. Become friends. That's a lot of Animal Crossing. That's really funny. What does mine say? What does my Switch profile say? Okay, well that, you know what? That adds up, doesn't it? Battle Network Volume 2, 70 hours. Battle Network 1, Volume 1, 70 hours. 9 hours Mario Kart World, 10 hours of the NES. I think that's all Zelda. And, oh, yuck. I didn't even know I had that many hours on Scarlet. Look at this. I kind of wish it would show it to me and like, hey, how many hours do you have on this or that, right? 50 on Let's Go Pikachu. That might be a world record. 9 hours of Suika, which is insane. Yeah. And then I've tried Unite. It really, like, I like it and it's mad interesting, but it just, I don't know. I don't know if it's for me, you know? Well, welcome in everybody. How was everybody's weekend? Anybody do anything crazy? Mine was pretty chill, like I said. I had people over. That was nice to be able to do. You know, be the host and all that. This weekend is going to be just as busy, but I think I can maybe squeeze in a little tiny bit of time for stream. Whereas, you know, I was trying my best to... Oh my goodness. Damn! Vaguely Vex, what's going on, homie? Let's get a shout out going for you. Good raid time. We literally just started stream. Hi! What's going on? Good evening to Arthur E. King and Vaguely Vex. What's going on, gang? Hi. My name is Nacho. What were you guys doing, actually? I literally typed shout out incorrectly. My bad. Welcome in, everybody. First things first, what were you guys up to? Look outside. I have to look up what that is. I don't know what that is. Is it a spooky game? I'm looking for those. Welcome in, gang. Look outside. Ooh. That boy look like a sorcerer. Horror game. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna leave that tab up and we're just gonna... I'm gonna leave that tab up and I'm gonna take a look at that later. Well, welcome in, guys. Dude, first of all, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for trusting me with your wonderful community of peeps. Hello to Arthur E. King, Davey Valentine, Ghost Ribbon? Oh, that's a cute name. I was into the first Battle Network on GBA back in the day. Oh my goodness. If you liked Battle Network 1, every single game in the series just gets better and better and better. Some people, there's a very hot debate between Battle Network 3 and Battle Network 6 as to which one is the best game in the series. The answer is Star Force. A lot of people don't know this. They made a sequel to the Battle Network series called Mega Man Star Force, and those games take all the lessons they learned from 1 through 6 and just made something incredible. Only 3 games, but if you guys have the time, please look up Star Force and like play the game, do what you must. Well, no, thank you so much for the raid. We were playing Spoopy Game. You'll enjoy the spoops, it's fucking sick. One of my favorites had it dropped on me out of nowhere. I like the sound of that. I'm assuming that it came out recently, or it was something that you recently just discovered, right? Either way, that's awesome. On DS, right? I think I owned that, but never played it. Yeah, the Star Force games were on the DS, and they made 3 of them boys, and I think they came out consecutively. Like, it was, I think, 07, 08, 09. Capcom went sicko mode with these games, but anywho, hi everybody, my name is Nacho. We like to do a little bit of everything around here. On Mondays, I like to host Mario Kart Mondays. That's when anybody who is in the chat who wants to join on a lobby, and then we just race and have a good time. I also like to play a lot of Capcom games. Right now we're in our Mega Man bag because these games meant a lot to me. When I was a kid, man, these were my favorite games, straight up. We do some Pokemon Nuzlocke, we check out, you know, where the wind takes us pretty much, right? I'm also playing the Legend of Zelda series for the first time ever. I don't know why. Whoa, jeez. Slippery fingers. I don't know why Tears of the Kingdom is like way up here. I think it's just because it's the game that's in my console right now, but I am going through the entire Legend of Zelda series for the first time now. Later on this week, we're kind of mixing things up between Battle Network and Link to the Past, and I have not played damn near any Zelda games. Literally the only Zelda games I've played are Wind Waker and Phantom Hourglass, and that's it. Not because I don't like Zelda, I just never happened to come my way. So if you guys like Zelda, if you guys like Capcom, if you guys like Mario Kart Racing, or hey, just some random variety every now and then, this is the place to be, baby. But welcome in, guys. It just got itself a new content up. I love that. Let me pause the music. Oh man, thank you so much for that. Ghost Ribbon, thank you. Welcome. It just got itself a new content update. 10 out of 10. Always wanted to try Mega Man. It sucks I never gave it its time. No, that's fair. Like, these games were huge, but I'll be very honest. The game that sold the best in the Mega Man franchise was Battle Network 4. And if it's between you and me, man, Battle Network 4 might be the worst one. It literally sold like 1.5 million copies because the anime was coming out at the same time. And then 4 came out and it was a pretty bad game, which kind of gave the rest of the franchise, like 5 and 6, kind of a bad name. When in reality, Battle Network 5 and 6 are really good. 5 is great, 6 is on par with 3, and you know, people fight about which one is the best. I'm loving these emotes, by the way. The Rush Hour, the Chris Sucker. Oh my god, that's one of my favorite movies. Do an NES Mega Man stream for one of these days. They're dope. It's on the list, yeah. Because I didn't really play a lot of... I don't want to call it retro, but that is what it looks like to me. Didn't really get to play a lot of retro games, a lot of platformers. My only experience with Mega Man is the Battle Network series and then the Star Force series, and then I played all of the Mega Man Zero games. I also played a really amazing game which was either heavily inspired by Mega Man or was literally made by the same people. I think it's the latter. It was called Luminous Avenger X. That's a cool game, man. Oh my goodness. Majora's Mask is my favorite Zelda. Everyone talks about Majora's, and I think people say either Link to the Past is the best one or Majora's. I want you to know, I don't know anything about Ocarina. I don't know anything about Majora's. I have never even seen Twilight Princess, and I think I know even less about Skyward Sword. And then obviously I played like 2 hours of Breath of the Wild when it came out, and I played like 1 stream of Tears of the Kingdom when that came out. So aside from those, I'm pretty fresh on the whole dang series. That's gonna be fun. That is, like, I am very excited to go through the Zelda games. It shall be added to my mental list for sure. Oh, yo, yeah. The like, I have seen people play the OG Mega Man games, like 1 through, not all of them obviously, but I've seen people play 1 and 2. And I'm not a platformer guy. I'm not saying I don't like it. I've just never done it myself. But I am looking forward to it. But no, Vaguely Vexed, if you have to raid and run, I completely understand, you know, get your drinks, stretch your legs, whatever you gotta do. And the same goes for everybody who raided in as well. I appreciate you guys, but if you gotta raid and run, I completely understand. I'm not gonna hold it against you, obviously. I don't know about the entire Zelda games, but I see you play some of them. Yeah. I've played Wind Waker, Phantom Hourglass to completion, and that's about it, and then like an hour of a couple of other ones. So I'm as fresh as I can get. Oh man. Let me go up with the chat just to catch up, right? Daisy for life and Mario Kart. You know me well, cause Daisy's the person that I main as well. Daisy looks fly as hell in the Oasis off. Oh, wow, why did I say it like that? In the Oasis outfit. No, she looks cool in the Oasis outfit, and she looks cool in, I think it's called the Adventurer's outfit? I can't remember. I genuinely can't remember, so my bad. Let me see this. Some Mega Man nerds, someone just trembled. Oh, they know. They can tell. They're like, how could you do that? You only played the battle network, it's not even the real thing. I know. What's that one meme that's popular these days? That it's like a tiger roaring like this, and then it's a chimp like this, just. And I think it's called like the rage baiting meme, right? Before we hop into the game, chimp rage bait meme. I found it. That was not that hard to find. This. Wrong screen. This. How it feels to rage bait someone. No, you can't skip the Mega Man platformers. Stop playing the RPGs right now. Yes, oh, of course. But these are better. Just really dig in there. Oh, lordy. People think A Link to the Past or Ocarina are the best usually. Oh. So the Zelda games were just banger after banger. Because I really haven't heard any negative games in the series. It's literally just all good, except for polarizing opinions that I've heard about Twilight Prince. No, not Twilight. No. Let's rewind before I say something crazy. I've heard people say that Twilight Princess is maybe not the best one. Oh my god, I said it again. Skyward Sword. I am so sorry. I was working in the heat today, and I apologize. It kind of high-key fried my brain. People say that Skyward Sword is perhaps not the best game. I am so sorry that took me so many tries. Sheesh. Tea time. I'll be back lurking, my good sir. Dude, thank you for the raid. If you gotta go, you gotta go. Please take care of yourself, man. I'll see you next time. Happy Day of the Twos. Facts. If I can't be Daisy, then I'll be Peach. Peach has some good outfits too. You should play Mega Man Legends. You can kick a can in that. It's pretty cool. I don't know very much about Mega Man Legends, except I think I saw a friend play it when I was very young, and it looked like a scary game. Like a really scary game. I don't know why. I think I saw him fight a tank, and I was like, oh no. None for me, thanks. Also, good morning, Bats. Happy Tuesday, guys. Hope you're doing good, man. It's hot. This is the kind of heat they was digging holes in the movie Holes. Hold on. I got something for you. Hot day harmonica music. You know how hot it is today, bro? It's so hot, this shit about to start playing. Whoo! It's a hot one today, fellas. It truly is. I'm sorry. I'm in that mood today where I just want to keep making dumb memes. Yeah, I got in my car and that shit said 108 degrees. I'm looking for a tumbleweed. It's just that kind of day, man. I didn't like Twilight Princess. I didn't really like being a dog. That is I think the only thing I know about Twilight Princess is that Link turns into a wolf guy, and I, not knowing anything about the game, I was like, that looks kind of cool. That guy, he looks cool. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe when I play it, I'll be like, this sucks. There is a negative Zelda game if you know about it. Is this Skyward Sword? Because I've seen people, like, I've seen people defend it, but I've also seen people kind of clap on it too. Everyone. Okay, this is our homeroom teacher, Joe Mock. I'll be the first to say it. He kind of looks like Michael Jackson. Yes, no? He's got like the pompadour, but you see it, right? Do you guys see it? I see it. Pre light-skinned Michael Jackson. The other Michael Jackson. Thriller Michael Jackson. Not what? Pre Thriller Michael Jackson. Let's leave it at that. In fact, look, he's even wearing the red jacket. He looks like he came straight out of Thriller, bro. It's not really hard. Also, Misadventures of Tron Bonne is pretty rad. A Mega Man Legends spinoff. I feel like I've heard that before. I will copy and paste that as well because I have heard a lot of people say good things about Mega Man Legends. So if this is, oh, ooh, it's part of the Mega Man Legends series and serves as a prequel and spin-off of the first Legends game. I'll try not to read more than that, but that looks interesting. You know, eventually I am going to start playing all of... yeah. Let me not look at pictures because it might show, like, a spoiler. I am not... I'm going to keep these tabs up. It's only 66 here. Ah, a nice, brisk weather type of day. I like that. But yeah, I hope you guys are good. Seriously. I had to work today in the heat, and it was not great, you know? Oh yeah, look, we got our resident edgelord right there. There's always a character in these games and shows that's just the edgy kid. Did you guys ever go through an edgy phase when y'all were little jits? Because I did. I won't even hide it. I will not deny it. I went through an edgelord phase when I was in my preteens. I think I was like, how old was I? I think I was like 11 or 12. And there was an era where I would just keep wearing the same hoodie. It was like a black hoodie that had snakes on it. And it had like a red hood, like the inside. And I let my hair grow long. And I would wear like necklaces with like fangs or like some type of animal on it, like a medallion, like I'm a Resident Evil character or something. And I remember, oh my god, the memory's fading as we speak. No, no, brain, don't let me down. Fuck. I'm forgetting what it was, but I do remember that when I was in middle school, I was having like a really shitty attitude, and my math teacher was like, "Hey, what's wrong? Are you everything good?" And I was like, "I'm fine." It's like, "Well, you know, you just noticed that some things have changed." And so I was like, "No, I'm fine." And I don't remember how this happened, but I basically told him like, "I don't want to be called by my name anymore." This is so cringe. Oh Christ, this is so cringe. I quite literally told my math teacher, I was like, "Don't call me by my name anymore." He's like, "Okay, then what should I call you?" He was humoring me. And I was like, "Call me Snake." Because I had the fucking hoodie with the snake on, and I was like, "Call me Snake." And I wasn't too far gone that I was, you know, hissing at people or biting people, anything cringe like that. But that was about as cringe as I got. I was mostly just edgy online back in the late 90s and early 2000s before I realized it was cringy. That's a good time to be edgy, because if you were edgy online in the late 90s and early 2000s, that's like the pioneer era, you know? You were like one of the grand elders on YouTube, you know? Like they, you know, you had some shitty people back then, but I think if you were there that early, how bad could it have been, right? Last year, I remember doing Dare back in like 99. I told the Dare teacher my name was Max Power. And at the end of the year, I got a stern talking to for being duplicitous. That's funny. That's actually funny. Oh, man. That's pretty good. Yeah, we be two peas in a pod. Oh, yeah, there goes Snake. And who's that other kid sitting across from him? Max Power. Whoa, these are cool ass kids. She called me Max every time. Why do teachers humor this? That's my question. Why do teachers humor this attitude? This, like, I guess if you've been a teacher for long enough, you just go, "Look, I'm just gonna humor them. It's easier than fighting uphill," you know? Man, that's funny. My name is Max Power. Chest out. Or no, better yet, you do like the shit from Twilight. You're like sitting like this at the edge of the classroom. You're like, and then the teacher calls you over. They're like, Frank. Frank. I'm just guessing a name. I don't know nothing. I'm just guessing Frank, right? As an example, Frank. Frank is like. You respond, but you don't respond. And then they go, "Oh, I'm sorry. Max Power." And then you go, "Finally." You know, you do one of those, right? Oh, man. I feel like I'm very grateful I got that out of my system when I was in middle school, because if I did that shit in high school, it would be bad. Because, you know, high school was a good time to reinvent yourself, all that. And I was fortunate enough to be past my awkward phase in middle school. And by high school, I was just a little more outgoing, a little more self-confident, just hang out, you know? Hey Beaky, hello! Good evening to you, homie. How you doing today? How was your weekend? I used to wear platform bucks boots, trip pants if you know, always a banty, yup. Painted my nails, the works. Now I'm a dad, so khakis and jorts for me. Yeah, but I like the modern dad has such a versatile look, you know? But I get what you're saying, right? I also wore a band t-shirt every single day. Let me just show you guys. I think I can look up the exact shirt. Wolf shirt. If I find the exact shirt, I'm gonna cringe out of my mind. Oh my god, I found it. Do you guys want to know what I was going to school wearing? Please don't beat me up. Chat. Chat, don't beat me up. This is what I was wearing to school. A falling in reverse fucking graphic tee. For those who don't know, Falling in Reverse is the band that had the lead singer from Escape the Fate. There were a lot of goth girls and emo girls in my high school, and I had a weakness for that type of physical appearance, because damn, those were some fine honeys. We just see us starting in a countdown. Now I have to show it to you guys again. Was I not embarrassed enough the first time? But thank you for telling me. Professional streamer, by the way. There you go. This is what I would wear, cause, you know, the singer from this band is a singer from another band, and that band was really popular in my high school, and the girls were really, really pretty, and I was like, well, if they like this, I should take an interest in it too, so that we have something to talk about. And then it worked, right? Like, I became friends with a lot of really cool people through this method. I'm gonna catch up to the chat, but all I see is Bats' latest comment. 'Cause tonight will be the night I fall for you. Oh my god, what a fucking throwback, man. I feel ancient. I had YouTube randomly recommend Triple Baka today, and it hit me like a truck. Oh god. Ugh. That's gas. That band used to slap. Takes me back. I'll admit it. I still do listen to their stuff from when they came out from time to time. Afterwards, it didn't really hit. Didn't really hit. When we moved on base, I told the teacher I was called Reverend. Because I saw a show about hackers and one of them called themselves Reverend Green. So I thought that sounded cool, but I was a Jewish kid. This story gets more insane the more I read. But I was a Jewish kid being called Reverend for absolutely no reason. It was stupid as hell. Oh, baby. That's amazing. I love every part of that sentence. What was it? Nah, I don't know if this is appropriate to talk about. There was because I'm working with a different crew today at my job. I'm on the HVAC side of industrial work, and I had a coworker who I have never worked with before, and he was speaking with a German accent, and I was like, okay, whatever, because it's a very diverse group, right? Like, one of the guys was Russian, another guy's speaking German, a lot of Spanish folks like me, and we're talking, and then one of the guys looks for him and he's like, uh-oh. Oh no, he's busting out the German accent. And then he like exaggerates it. And I was like, oh, I don't think this guy's German. I think he just likes the voice. Also, I should have mentioned that the guy that was talking, his skin tone is very similar to mine, if you know what I mean. And I was like, I was like, that's a little sus, right? But yeah, and here I am trying to keep an open mind because I'm Ghost Ribbon. I'm also military. I don't know if you're, you know, military family or enlisted yourself. Regardless, I'm coming from the Marine Corps, so I have been around very, very diverse groups of people. I've met, like, literally in the block that I grew up, there was a Chinese kid who spoke with a perfect Dominican dialect. As in, like, he spoke English and Spanish the exact same way that I did. And he was not Dominican, he just grew up in the area, right? So, like, you never lived until you seen a Chinese dude be like, no, 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 don't play me, mama huevo, don't play me. You're not playing papi like that. I'm like, who? You ever seen a Chinese guy point at himself and go, you're not playing papi? I'm not fighting him. I'm not gonna argue that. But, so, you know, black dude speaking with a German accent. I'm just like, look, who the fuck am I to question it, right? And then he started speaking to me with a normal, like, English American dialect, and I was like, oh, okay. It's weird, man. People are weird. I think he was just doing a vocal stim because he just likes the way the accent sounds, and I fell for it. Did you ask him what was up with the accent? Nah, it was like 90 something degrees. I just wanted to get out of the sun. I was like, I'm gonna work over there, and then I didn't see him the rest of the day. So I was like, whatever, bro. Just turn around, walk the other way. I wore a Sleeping with Sirens shirt. I understand, dude. My best friend in high school, who I don't talk about often enough, she was an enormous Sleeping with Sirens head, right? And she put me on. She put me on, and then I started listening to it. And then I think for my birthday, I went to their concert. And it really is just a thing of you make friends with people in high school. You open up to each other, you share the shit that you like about yourselves, each other, all that. And then you grow from there. You develop your own taste, you know? She also liked Dance Gavin Dance, but I could never get into them because all of their music sounded like you were getting your nipples twisted very slowly for like 3-5 minutes at a time. Respectfully, you know, I like don't don't slap me for my opinion, but Dance Gavin Dance kind of ass. Respectfully. I put a gun in my head and say, Nacho, listen to this song or fucking I'll blow your shit smooth off. Just do it, bro. Just promote me to fucking manager. I don't want to listen to them. I can't. I tried. I can't. I tried. I love that girl. Not romantically, but like as a friend, I couldn't do it, bro. They're so not gas, excuse me. They're so ass. I was like that meme of the anime guy crying and he's like, this shit is so ass. They're so bad. And that was my best friend's favorite band growing up. I'll be damned if I'm listening to that, bro. Yeah. Like Sleeping with Sirens is my trigger word. It's what activated this memory. Crown the Empire, Asking Alexandria, Bless the Fall got me through the times. Don't forget Bullet for My Valentine, and don't forget Breaking Benjamin. My first girlfriend, she was obsessed with Breaking Benjamin. She was bumping that shit, bro. But of course, we're from New York, and we're all from like not the best neighborhoods. So the playlist would be like Breaking Benjamin, and it'd be like, I will not bow, I will not break, and then it would switch to like Shook Ones Part 2. I love that shit. Cause ain't no such things as halfway crooks. That's good shit. That's good shit. He's half Dominican? No, it was just a Chinese kid that grew up in the neighborhood. 100%. I've seen his parents. Because they owned the Chinese restaurant in the neighborhood. I don't know what to tell you, bro. Like, it's a very diverse neighborhood. It's hot as hell, but I gotta know what's the deal with the German accent. I didn't have the mental strength to ask at the time. I was curious. Like, don't get me wrong, I was curious, but I was like, no, I must get out of this heat. I must. Oh man. Yuki, good evening. How have you been? How are you? I hope you've seen the NPC that screams everybody jack off in this series. I wish I was joking. Oh, I know. We've covered every single inside joke in this series because that's Mega Man is my jam, dude. Mega Man is my jam. This is the game that I started streaming. Well, this is the series I started streaming with. I think maybe the funniest moment in the entire series is there's a guy that has been kidnapped and tied to a like a gamer chair, right? And then Lan walks in and he's like, I have a plan to solve this problem. And do you know what he does? Mega Man, his online partner, is basically inside of it's called a PET, but it's basically like an iPad. Like, to really boil it down, it's an iPad. And so he goes, Mega Man attack! And then he takes the PET and just fucking beams it. He just throws it at the guy and it like knocks him sideways, which is enough time to surround him. It's like, what? So this series does have a lot of very good, very funny moments. Another one being there's in Battle Network 5, they go on vacation, they're on like a beach, and they talk about the legendary changing technique, where there is a legendary forbidden jutsu where you can put on your swimming trunks and take your underwear off at the same time without the underwear being seen or you being naked at any point. The only danger is that it puts a lot of strain on your huggies, right? Your underwear, your boxers, briefs, all that, they get a little tight. And you run the risk of, you know, and so they're like, oh man, should we do it? And they're like, no, we should do it. We have to do it. We have to try. And they attempt the legendary pants changing technique, and the screen goes to black, and all you hear, and they're like, no! And it was a joke that was so good, they brought that shit back in Battle Network, excuse me, Star Force 3. Let me catch up with the chat real quick. Are these like emo bands? I've never heard of them. Yes. Yeah, pretty much every band that we've talked about is like emo, not goth really, but mostly emo. Like it's like they're all under the same bubble. There was another girl who liked, I forget the name of the band right now. Was it called Black Veil Bride? Something like that. Let me look it up. Black Veil. That's a Monster Hunter. What was it called? Something Veil Brides. I'm looking it up. Veil Brides band. Black Veil Brides. Yeah. These fucking guys. There was a girl that was upset. Oh, Jesus. I better change the screen. You're gonna get me in trouble. Hey, handsome. Thank you for the raid, Mikuyo. How you doing today, man? I hope all is well. We were just talking about all of the cringy songs and music that we used to like when we were in high school. The list is very long. And then I think you've seen pictures of me in high school when I had like the long hair and the goth color scheme. Here's the goth color palette. Black, red, drops of white. that was my primary colorway when I was a teenager. Bats, from the sound of it, you and I were not that different with that shit. Doing good, how are you? I'm just happy, man. I'm just chilling, having a good time, you know. We're playing Battle Network 6, which is like, it's a little bittersweet for me because I started streaming with the Mega Man series, and now we're beginning the last game in the series. And it just makes me kind of sad, but I'm also excited to continue from here, you know? It's kind of like, hey, you closed the book on this chapter, what are you gonna do after this type of jam? Mikio, thank you for the raid, and thank you, raiders. Hi, I'm Nacho. We do a little bit of everything here. We play Mario Kart on Mondays. You're welcome to join. We play pretty much anything Capcom, and I do play a lot of Hoyo games. Mikio, I think you'll be happy to say, man, I am back on Genshin. They released Skork, and she is interesting enough that it has caused me to go back to the game. I'm saving up pulls for her, because I'm still debating whether or not I'm actually going to stay playing Genshin, but we're back as of right now. Can't really stay, sorry, I'm hungry and tired. No, I completely understand. Bonjour, je m'appelle Nacho, and have a good night, man. Thank you so much for the raid. I'm gonna hit you up later. And we haven't chatted in a minute, so I'll talk to you later, man. Get some food, get some sleep. I'll see you next time. Sorry, I'm going up in the chat. Throw the whole friend away, got a new one. Yeah, just get a refresh. Fuck it. When you go from punk rock to this song blaring, is it gonna be... This is what it's like. I was gonna play this. Hold on. Dominican music Broly bass boost. This is what it's like. Let me see if I can find it. Unless it got taken down. Did it get taken down? Oh no. It's like, oh wait, hold on. Dominican music bass boost 100000. Oh no, I always used to play like the same exact song as a meme where it was okay, cause like Dominican folks, which I am, so I could say this, will play the fucking loudest, most bass boosted music obnoxiously, regardless of what time it is, and now I can't find the song. Oh, that makes me sad. That's not bass boosted enough. It had a picture of Broly and it was like bass boosted Dominican music times like 10 trillion. I'll find it later. It's okay. It's okay. Oh, is Proto Man still in these? Yes and no. He's in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I don't know why I bothered. Yes, he's in all of them. In Battle Network 5, because there's 2 games like Pokemon. If you play Team Proto Man, he is very key to the story from start to finish. If you play Team Colonel, he's in the story for like 40 seconds and then he pieces out, right? And then for Battle Network 6, they made it so that regardless of which version you're playing, he is still in the story, fairly integral, but not as like prominent. But still, yeah, because he is the rival character, right? There's Mega Man and then there's Proto Man, and those are your two homeboys. Uh-oh. It's supposed to be a Metar, which is like a basic bitch baby virus. Oh, you hear that music? Guys, let me know if my voice is too loud, if I need to turn game audio up, if anything looks weird or funky. Please let me know and I will change that. I bet you died laughing when you saw that NPC. Mega Man is weird because the dialogue is very silly, very funky, and the humor just gets better. I know I'm really glazing the Star Force series, but seriously, Star Force 1, 2, and 3 are just so good. Oh, I fucked this up. I don't know why the screen is so like... It looks a little laggy to me. But we already did... Like, we tested this out on stream the other day. Hopefully that's just a trick of the eye, perhaps. Sounds like my playlist now. I'll play the Black Dahlia murder, then play Sexy Red. Yeah, when was it? Was it on Sunday, I think? I streamed on Sunday real quick just to do a little Genshin. And, you know, just testing the waters. Like, how do I feel about it now? I'll say that event that's going on right now, pretty damn good. And when I was doing Genshin, I muted the game and I just played my personal playlist, like the one that I listen to when I'm exercising or when I'm at work and there's no podcast to listen to or anything. And I ended up... It was so embarrassing because it was like, here's some Spanish music, here's some anime bullshit, here's Shook Ones Part 2, and Dancing Chromos Remix. There's like a lot of... A very deep bag of music. But, you know, when we do a stream that's a little more... saying it like this makes it sound negative, it's not. When we do a stream that is a little more aimless, I'll put on whatever and then we'll just vibe out, right? Get fucked. We do a little bit of everything around here, really. I don't know why my voice cracked there. That was fucking embarrassing. Sorry about that, fellas. Yeah, we do a little bit of everything around this stream. Yeah, you know, we just we fuck around, we find out, you know. Green Day's still my shit. Green Day's so good. There are some bands from back in the bro. I don't know what's happening. Is the game slowing down for you guys, or is it really just for me? Let me know. We're gonna take out... Oh, most of these are pretty good. Just you? Okay. If it's just me, I can live with that. I don't know why that is, but as long as it's not impeding my busting skills, we'll be okay. I'm not gonna name names, but there was somebody who I was playing video games with off stream the other day, whose name may or may not rhyme with Vaughn, and we were playing... I'm not even gonna say what the name of the game. Get fucked. But we were playing... Ron? that's a mighty fine guess. That was pretty good. Let me catch up to the chat before I start the story. If I get too off topic, please someone reel me back. I wore black and red till I was like 34. Real shit, I'll still wear some black and red, but my primary color scheme now is like navy, gray, white, and like tan. I really like tan colors right now. So I'll have like a tan loose fitting sleeveless and like tan baggy jeans, or not jeans, Jesus Christ, baggy sweatpants or baggy shorts, like I'm about to parachute or something. Also, good evening, Owens. I am here. Well, I promised I wasn't gonna take attendance today, but technically we did start a little early today. I had the urge to replay Battle Network 4 again. Ooh, good luck. I have had the opposite urge to like forget that Battle Network 1 and 4 existed. Like, 1 isn't bad, but when you've beaten it and then trying to go back, it was a little tough. 2 is amazing for how much of an improvement it is. 3 is insane. 4 is another step back in my opinion. And then 5 course corrects, and then 6 is so good it's on par with 3. So it's pretty cool, man. It's pretty cool. Oh yeah, so this edgelord kid Jack was like, you know, we could have gotten his ass, and then he pissed off his Navi, and the Navi's like, I don't have to be here, I can just go. And so he does. There should have been a Proto Man Battle Network. That'd be tight. You're not wrong though, because if they made a Mega Man X and a Mega Man Zero, there is no reason not to do a Battle Network style game focused on Proto Man. Yeah, you're like, you can really make an in-depth game where Proto Man's the main guy and you revolve the game around swordsmanship, right? Either swordsmanship or countering, because that's a thing he can do. That'd be pretty tight. Like, you're not wrong. That'd be pretty tight. Switch to olive green pants and black shirts because they make me stand out less than the red. That is also a pretty solid color scheme too, you know? Kirby's like the organic Mega Man. Mega Man kills Zeus to steal their powers, Kirby eats them. Ah, you're saying that Kirby's cruelty free. Technically no, but I'm gonna roll with it anyway. Kirby's like the from farm to table type of deal. Meanwhile, Mega Man is like, I gotta work on that shit. Oh, I have the urge to marathon Kirby. Fellas, I've never played a Kirby game. The only one I played was Kirby Canvas Curse on the DS, and I was never able to finish it because my uncle ate my cartridge. So then I was playing a game with somebody, I'm not gonna say his name, but it rhymes with Von Giggles, and this was on Sunday night after the NBA Finals, and it was late as shit. And this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about. Old video games have a very... Moshi Moshi. Old video games have this bad habit of, like, having weird terms in the games, but only really because of the fact that, you know, vocabulary and slang changes all the time, right? So, riddle me this, Batman. In Mega Man Battle Network, what are some of the most important terms that are in the game? Jack in, jack out, and the third one, virus busting, right? You're jacking it constantly in this game, and you are constantly busting, right? You get what I'm saying? Now, we were playing, I don't even know if I want to tell you guys the name of the game, but the game rhymes with Schmying Schleit, right? And there are zombies in the game, and why you say it like that? There are zombies in the game that we're playing, and this shit made me pause. We were doing multiplayer, like co-op. This shit made me pause and just look at, I almost said the guy's name, Vaughn, and I was like, what did he just call them? If you guys don't know, the zombies in Dying Light are called eaters. Hey, there's the man of the hour. You know I gotta shout him out. Don't worry, Vaughn. Your secret's safe with me. No. So we were playing fucking Dying Light. And he's not Ron Biggles? No. Vaughn, I did that thing where I'm like, fellas, I was playing a game with somebody. I'm not gonna say what their name is, but it rhymes with Vaughn Giggles. It's literally saying it straight. The zombies are called eaters, which in my mind, maybe I'm too far gone, but when I hear like, oh, that guy's an eater, I go, damn, that's crazy. He rolled like that? Oh, what a freak. They're also called biters, whatever, right? And I realized this a long time ago. In zombie fiction, 90% of the time, zombies don't exist. Zombie fiction does not exist in zombie movies, zombie games, anything like that. That's why in The Walking Dead, you will never hear the words zombie, because the concept of zombies doesn't exist. Why would it? So that's why you go from region to region and everybody has a name for them. The biters, the walkers, and all that, right? And so it's the same thing with, I think, Resident Evil. Do they ever say the word zombie? I don't remember. Yeah? Maybe they do. You fucking chompers? Oh boy, why couldn't I be in an elderly home instead, you know? Well, something like that. Then again, like, if Resident Evil took place in like a nursing home, wouldn't be very interesting, would it? It'd just be a bunch of like, we'd call them the gummers. Oh no, this place is surrounded by gummers. You want to bet? Excuse me. You want to beat on elderly chompers? No, I had a good experience with the elderly today. I have to remind myself that they used to be people like me, and I have to keep that in mind. You know, they used to be people just like me. Let me catch up with the chat. We're fucking flying by tonight. Thought I brought Riz, turned out it was swag. Oh no! Swag machine broke, baby. All I got for you is charisma. Ironically enough, enemies in Digimon Hacker's memory are called eaters. You're fucking with me. You're fucking with me. There's no way. Why would they be called eaters? That doesn't make sense. Eaters is crazy. Eaters is crazy, right? Had a few myself, says Bats in the chat. Hey man, what the fuck do you mean by that? Matter of fact, pin that shit. What did he mean by that? Had a few eaters myself. Oh my. Shit sounds like a slur. It depends on the way you say it. I think anything could sound fucked up if you put the right emphasis on the right parts of the word, right? Like, if you give me a benign sentence like, oh yeah, I'm gonna head over to my stepmom's house. She invited me over for some dessert. You know? It really does matter where you put the inflections, right? It was like, oh yeah, I went to my stepmom's house. You know, she made some apple pie. You know me, I'm an eater. I gotta do my thing. That sounds so wrong. It's because of the way you say it. It's not what you're saying. It's about the way you say it. I'm gonna rob a bank tomorrow. You see, harmless. You don't believe that shit. But then if I went, riddle me this, Batman. What's black and green? And right in my sights, you know, then you're like, oh no, he's definitely robbing that bank. He's gonna do that shit. Whatever he gets blamed for, he's guilty. Yo, I'm so sorry. I'm all over the fucking place tonight. Have you guys been reading the news? There was an update on the Diddy trial. And it is the most unserious shit in the world. Matter of fact, no. Fellas, we need to take a detour right now. I don't know if I can find it. I probably won't. We need to fucking do, sorry, I just opened up TikTok. I'm gonna open up my profile. Please, Lord, tell me that I saved this. I didn't save it, did I? Wait, yes I did. No, this isn't it. There was like a news thing that came out earlier today that talked about Diddy's I don't want to spoil it. I might have to. All right, we're changing screens. We're changing screens. You know I hate to do it, but Reporter Nacho has entered the chat. Y'all want to see something crazy? Check this shit out, right? First things first, P. Diddy or Puff Daddy. Yeah, Puff Daddy was dead to me when we started calling himself P. Diddy. Why did he do that? P. Diddy Kong Racing? You know what? You've inspired me. Hold on. Diddy Kong Racing theme. Who wants to hear one of the top 5 songs of all time as we watch a very depressing video? This is about to be so inappropriate for the vibe. That's not it. Wait, what the fuck? Diddy Kong Racing Extended. There's one specific song, and I don't know why I can't find it, that is my favorite track in the game. Is it this one? No. Oh no! Don't tell me it's gone. What the fuck? No, no, say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. Please. This isn't it. What? Where is it? Oh, no, 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 no. I'm gonna go crazy. Is it this? Oh, no. Do you guys know the one I'm thinking of? I'm sorry. We've completely derailed, but like, y'all know the vibe. Where the fuck is it? No. Is it Racer Select that I'm thinking of? Hold on. Is it this? No. What is it? Am I crazy? Diddy Kong Racing music. Am I crazy? I feel like I'm going crazy. There was a song that I loved, and now because I'm stubborn, I can't just move on. I need to know what it is. Oh, where did it go? Now I'm sad. Is it this? Lobby theme, or see, yeah, lobby theme. Dude, how the fuck did that disappear? Is that loud enough for you guys? This is my favorite jam from this game. Please let me know if this is loud enough because I don't want you guys to not hear this. Alright. Fellas. There has been a break in the Diddy case. Super quiet? Oh, hell no. How's that? Alright. Fellas, there has been a breakthrough in the Diddy case. Diddy's baby oil stash revealed in court photos. This is fucking crazy. Already, that's too much. Another fucking shelf. These are real pictures. These aren't memes. This is enough fucking baby oil to supply all of Los Angeles. What is this? And then another just in case, right? Like, why? Why? And they're all laced, right? Perhaps? I don't know. A man can't have 3,200 bottles of baby lotion? That ain't illegal? It's not illegal, but I think you should get put on a list regardless. Maybe I'm weird for thinking that. I love this top comment. How many babies had to die to make that much oil? Why is there a Sharps container? A what? What is this? Is that a pencil sharpener? I don't even know what I'm looking at. Good lord. I low-key wonder how much that had to cost him. He's like a multi-millionaire, so I'd say he'd be fine, but shit. It's just insane. And then the reason I bring that up is because I was on TikTok while I was at work because I'm a delinquent, and I happened to see that how you'll say, there has been a breakthrough in the case. The jury has seen like 36 testimonies and eyewitness accounts and like hours and hours of footage of the Diddy parties. And do you know what they're calling the Diddy parties officially by the news? You wouldn't believe me if I told you. Hand to God. They're calling the Diddy parties officially on the news. They're calling it freak offs. Freak offs. So you got this anchor woman going, the jury has watched dozens and dozens of hours of these freak offs without smiling, or like how unserious, what kind of unserious ass world do we live in where they're saying freak off? Might as well say freak maxing at that point. Uh-oh, ads just hit. I hope everybody heard my good joke. I'm all out of them. I can't wait to open this crate in Dying Light. Oh shit. Me behind you with a baseball bat? Aw, bro, I knew it. Dunk! It's too much baby oil. That's too much baby oil. What are you doing? Oh yeah, so here's the major plot to this game. They created these robots that are basically dummies, and you are able to jack in your Navi to the copy bot, which is the dummy, and then your Navi can pilot the dummy and interact with you in real life. See? Isn't that so cool? Surely this type of technology can't go horribly wrong, considering how much power the Navis actually have. In the net, they're like functionally infinite power. Sorry. Who's getting paid for this kind of activity? Imagine being the guy in charge of making sure Diddy has like infinite amounts of baby oil. You're like, yep. Make sure to get like 200 servings of caviar, Make sure to book the DJ, but like this specific one, and 20 crates of baby oil. And don't forget the shrimp, man. These guys love they shrimp. Whew! What was that last part? Oh, the shrimp. Yeah, it don't gotta be nothing specific, just shrimp. Get that cocktail sauce too, you know what I'm saying? No, before that. What, the baby oil? You know, everybody collects stuff, right? Like, I collect fancy cologne. Diddy likes baby oil. Freak off is gooning material, not the Diddy material. Well, what if I told you it was the same thing the whole time? Freak maxing with a baseball bat? Bro, I was going stupid with the bat. I really was. Ask Vaughn. He was there. We were playing Dying Light. I was cracking fools' heads with the fucking baseball bat and a wood paddle. Like you know how when you're in church school and the nun is like, you've been a nasty little boy, and I'm like, I have, and she's a, you know, she hits you with the paddle. That was me in Dying Light, bro. That's a good weapon too. It has such a satisfying sound when you fucking, if you aim at their head and you hit them, you just hear like a and it does the reverb sound. It goes like so satisfying. Oh my god. Career ass font is driving me crazy. Oh wait, the on the Diddy video shit or on this? Might as well be telling the audience the jury has begun gooning if they're saying that. The jury has watched countless hours of freak offs. All the men couldn't stand up. They kept knocking stuff over when they did. So, you know, we just let them sit down until they cooled off. BC Boys had their sneaker pimp. Puff Daddy had his baby oil pimp. Oh god. They fellas, if you were rich tomorrow, what would be a weird or exotic thing that you would have a hookup for? Doesn't have to be baby oil. Sneakers is a pretty good answer. I know a lot of sneakerheads out there. My ex was a sneakerhead. The only problem in that relationship was that she could never zip it up. But like 4 tons of nacho cheese, that's a good answer. I couldn't fathom what you would do with 4 tons of cheese. You could dip everything you ate in just a 5-gallon bucket of cheese and just fucking every single day and still have enough nacho cheese for your whole fucking life, man. That's too much cheese. Yo, I know your toilet hate to see you walk up, bro. 4 tons of cheese, no! Boy. I'd buy a Zeppelin and just lord over the city. You're an anime villain. You're like the fucking guy from Hellsing. Alright, gentlemen. I've finally done it. We have created the blimp. And now, we'll rule over them like the ants they are. Miles above the sky in your fucking blimp. If you had a blimp, what would the first thing that you put on the side of it be? I don't have an answer, but if I had to give one, like, off rip, I'd be like... It would say, like, haha, I'm up here and you're not. Have a nice day! Oh, shit. I would put, like... Help, I'm trapped in the blimp. Yeah. That's what I would do. I would put, help, I'm trapped in this blimp and I can't get out. If I had a blimp, that's what I would say. Welcome to Racist Monday. Just announcing it to everyone in the city. Oh no, I forgot. Oh, it's Racist Monday. And I'm in Oklahoma. No. Oh, shit. I came in to talks about baby oil. What's going on here? Yo, what's up, man? So we were yapping about the Diddy case. There has been a breakthrough. They showed like thousands and thousands of pictures of how much baby oil homeboy had, like, within arm's reach. He didn't even have that shit in a storage closet. He just had that all around him. I don't know. It just seems messy to me. You know? Do you think he buys at wholesale prices? He has to. I don't care how much money he has. If he... Here's my question. It's not about how much baby oil he has. I'm more concerned about how much baby oil is being actively used per week. Are we talking bottles, gallons, swimming pools? At that point, bro, just be a normal freak and get a swimming pool. Fill that bitch up with baby oil. Just do that at that point. What the fuck? If he's buying in bulk, he's probably saving a little bit. Ah, that's how the rich stay rich, huh? You have to, you have to save money everywhere you can. Cut corners at all times. Like, what could we really use all that baby oil for? Oh, don't say we. Don't say we. I ain't do shit. But I hear what you're saying, right? Like, what could he possibly be doing that requires 3,200 of bottles of baby oil at all times? That's the part that's fucking crazy to me. Do you think he has some like Legends of the Hidden Temple dungeon somewhere he makes people run through covered in baby oil? If he did, he'd be an idiot to not monetize that, because that would be far less disturbing than what he was actually doing, right? I'm really not trying to make light of it, but it's just the sheer absurdity of it. 3,200 bottles of baby oil? I don't think I've fucking had 3,200 cups of milk in my life. And you're telling me he was just dousing himself in that shit? He must have been glistening like 24 hours of the day. And then on TikTok, they keep making videos that are like, they're not PC, so I'm not gonna repeat what they say on here, but it's a lot of like, the Diddytron 5000 runs on the Solana engine and Grok AI and is only powered by baby oil. You must supply 3,200 bottles of baby oil every month or the Diddytron 5000 will run out of power, you know? You can't monetize your fetishes, it's shameful. It's not shameful if you're shameless, which clearly he must have been, right? I can't stand oil, so the idea of that much oil is really uncomfortable to me. That's where I draw the line too. It's just the sheer amount, the cleanup required afterwards. I just, no. It seems quite unnecessary. Squid Game, but we're all covered in baby oil. I think that very first challenge, the red light, green light, goes really fucking different if everyone is doused in baby oil. Red light. The robot turns around and all you see is this. And then you just hear like 80 gunshots back to back, just fucking pa 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 pa. Looking like a Call of Duty lobby. Everything is gonna stick to you if you're lathered and that stuff. That's true. You basically become Spider-Man, but without the muscles or the super strength or the spidey senses. Just the sticky part. Everywhere you look, all you see is shiny people slipping and sliding. I'm saying Squid Game, but everybody's glistening. The fuck? Wait, what am I doing here? Wait, what? We should do something about the fire? Oh, I was gonna jack into Mega Man. I was gonna be like, you do it, dude. I'm not gonna do it, you do it. So, the teacher got knocked out. We've got a real problem. I would love to move all the fish in one spot. And then take all the fish, put them on one spot, and then go to the other place. Can I jack into the Mega Main? Fellas, we have barely looked at the game a single time today. We should just ignoring the shit. I wanted to jack into Mega Man. I feel like he would have the solution, but I guess not. I'm concerned about how nobody could question that shit, especially if they were coerced. Depends what we're talking about. Because apparently he was like super violent as well, so it was highly likely that he did shit. And then you know how it is in this country, man. Like, people who are victims, they are harassed and pressured by people in positions of power to be like, you better not say nothing, right? So it doesn't matter, like, it clearly he got caught, but then to stand up to a dude who's like a multi-gorillionaire, not the best thing. It's so bad that it is to the point where I think the prosecutor, I forget who it is, there's somebody in the, oh, I fucked up. There was somebody who's in charge of the case against him that was getting death threats and a lot of harassment because they are against him. I think he literally mouthed the words, "I know you," to somebody that's against him in the case. So, like, even if you're on the right side of the law, you're still in fucking trouble. You're still putting yourself in a vulnerable position just to try and, like, do justice, which is fucked up to say, but that's just the society we live in, man. It's not, the justice system is not perfect. I apologize for getting so heavy there. So anyway, me and Vaughn are playing Dying Light, right? And I'm over here with a paddle. I'm like smacking the shit out of zombies, dude. It's so good. That game holds up. It also, I'm playing it on my PC. It looks so good. It looks really, really, really good. And I'm a little surprised by that because I just, respectfully, bro, that game kind of old. You know, that game kind of old. So I don't know. Catching up to the chat. I hope he at least gave them a courtesy of a hose off. What if the hose was connected to a tank and then the tank is just full of baby oil? So you press the button and you're like, finally something other than Johnson & Johnson's, and then you just get doused with more baby oil. You're like, no, you tricked me again. That'd be pretty boned, respectfully. Like, it is funny to say out loud, but that'd be fucked. I don't put it past him either. The dude's a fucking freak maxer. Excuse my language. But when you literally have a thing called a freak off, you're a freak maxer. How did this circle back to Dying Light? I'm trying on this new thing about not being a Debbie Downer. The other day I was on somebody's stream and the topic shifted to politics, and you know, we started talking and I was like, the topic shift was a little too intense there, you know? So that's what that was like. Gotta move outside Diddy's sphere of influence, like one of the Dakotas or Nebraska. When you said sphere of influence, I thought like his AoE bubble of baby oil, as in like, what if he was just being around him is enough to activate, like, you just slowly become doused with baby oil being around him. That's like a JoJo supervillain power, bro. That's a stand. Oh, okay, so all I needed to do was talk to the copy bot. For now, let's, oh yeah, I think we go this way. Oh, look at this guy. Why did that kid have a bucket on his head? Is this like a punishment that people do? How did paddling come up with? Oh, yeah, no, that's simple. We're playing Dying Light the other day, and one of the weapons you can use is a cricket bat. But it also looks like Miss Johnson's spanky tool, right? You just, boop, just blast it in the face with more Double Johnson. No! Is baby oil scented? Very important question. I don't think it is, but that'd be pretty bad. His stand would be slippery when wet. That's good. That's good. That's very good. Top 5 comments of all time. Oh, not Miss Johnson Spanky Tool. There were many weapons. We got the knife from the Outsiders. We got Barry Bonds' baseball bat. We got a pipe wrench, but like a keychain size pipe wrench. I think they have like 8-inch pipe wrenches, which, as we all know, 8 inches. That's nothing, bro. That's like you walk out the pool with 8 inches, you know. So there's a lot of weapons in Dying Light, but man, that shit is hilarious. It's a very fun game. I also took the liberty of checking. Dying Light 2 also has multiplayer, and I've never played that one. I have heard the streets say that one's not really as good as the first one, but who cares? It's a good time. And then to top it off, you also have Dying Light The Beast, which comes out soon. Fellas, to try and reel things back from all the chaos, there were a lot of video games that were announced during, you know, Summer Game Fest, Sony State of Play, which I think they're having... No. Capcom is having another event this Thursday. Maybe we'll see more Pragmata, maybe we'll see Resident Evil, I don't know, but they are definitely going to show more stuff. A little strange to me because we had a Capcom event like a month ago, if I'm not mistaken. And boom, here we are again. So, my question to you guys is... what video games... What video games are you most excited for that are coming up before the end of this year? Because even weirder than that is, like, we're almost at the... well, excuse me. We're at the halfway point of the year. And it's been decent so far. There hasn't been anything really that crazy to me that has come out. I would say Expedition 33, which I haven't played yet. I know that's fire, right? That's just straight gas. There is... what else? What came out this year? Monster Hunter Wilds. Monster Hunter Wilds, which I will be honest, because it's not the complete thing yet. It's like expansion 1, expansion 2, blah blah blah. It's amazing, but I need more shit to do, right? So I can't say it's blowing my mind. Mario Kart World, obviously, an incredible game. And I will give it to Donkey Kong Bonanza, because that is the game that I am most looking forward to for this year as of right now. There's also Arknight's Enfield, but it's supposed to come out before the end of the summer. I'm not as confident as I was previously. There is Ananta, which I believe was announced... when is that shit coming out? I feel like I'm the only person on the planet covering that. Ananta. Well, I spelled it wrong. Ananta. Rule-breaking urban open RPG. Yeah, imagine Grand Theft Auto and Genshin Impact had a baby. That's what Ananta is. And I'm looking at their website right now. Oh shit. I didn't know there'd be music for this. Look at this. These character designs are so generic now, but I am very excited for this game to come out. So I'm hoping... I think it's set to come out next year, not this year. I'm gonna take a look at this website later on, but let me see. Ananta release date. Look at these character designs, good lord. Yeah, we had an announcement trailer 6 months ago, and that's it. Fuck! But I'm very excited for that. That just seems like it's gonna be a good game. But for me, dude, it's gotta be Donkey Kong Bonanza. I'm glad that it comes out in less than a month now, right? And everything they showed of Pauline blew me away. I was like, damn, this looks beautiful and fun and stupid. I forgot every game announced besides the Marvel fighting game and Digimon. Marvel fighting game, you mean Tokon? I think that's a bad name. I think because it's ArcSys, which is the fighting game people, as well as the Marvel franchise, the game can't do bad. It will succeed no matter what happens, no matter what we say. Even if we don't like the game, it will have mainstream appeal, it will have mass appeal, it will just fucking bang, right? So the only thing I would change is the name. Tokon is not memorable whatsoever. We're gonna call it Marvel Fighters. Yeah, for real. It's Dragon Ball Fighters and it's Marvel Rivals. Boom. Marvel Fighters. Perfect. That looks good. I am very hesitant to spend money on a fighting game unless it's one I have confidence in. But that one just looks so ridiculous. I might just get it, bro. I might just do it to do it. Plus, it's an ArcSys game. Even if you're not good at fighting games, it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be flashy. It's gonna have amazing music, and it's like, why not get in? Get in now. DK, I'm actually looking forward to trying. I remember you said you didn't like DK's design, and then you said, nah, they won me over. This shit look gas. I remember there being controversy about this game, to be honest. Are you talking about Battle Network 6? MNBN6 controversy. I am not familiar with what you're talking about, but I would love to find out. Because there is a couple of little things that were, you know, red flags, but I'm looking on here. I don't see anything. For 6? I think the only controversy was that they had to cut the ending to be a little shorter, a little tighter. Like the development pipeline for Mega Man, like the Battle Network games, you wouldn't believe it because of the quality. But let me see. Oh, officially acknowledged issues. No, that's not it. Nope, that's not it. Yeah, this game came out and it banged, man. Oh, Naraka? Oh, I don't know shit about Naraka Blade Point. I saw someone who streams, who was in our inner circle. They did a sponsored stream playing Naraka, but no, that's not what it was. Vaughn, I'm talking about this. Ananta. It's a game that hasn't come out yet. So right here, not Naraka Blade Point, which is just funny to say out loud. It's this game. Look at this shit. I wish I could click on it, dagnabbit. But yeah, these are good character designs. It's just we're kind of spoiled with Hoyo coming out with like 5-6 new characters every month. I don't know where they get this shit. I like her hair, the pink with the black. You don't ever see that. I like that. I'm literally looking at this for the first time. Where can I fucking mute the music? Whatever. I do like these character designs. Everybody looks pretty neat. Jeez, girl, put that shit away. Ringo! Her fucking name is Ringo. I have a message to send somebody soon. But yeah. Ananta is a game that is coming to a whole bunch of shit, but it hasn't come out yet. It's supposed to come out next year. Look, call me a sucker, but it just looks like a good game. Imagine Grand Theft Auto, but gacha. Which, like, you can already spend a boatload of money in GTA, but it doesn't have that anime flair to it. I pray that they release Ananta before GTA, because if they do, they will print fucking money. People are going to be clamoring for GTA, and if they're able to get in there and satisfy that before GTA, the game might pop. But I need to do a little bit of research because I don't know anything about the game other than the trailer that was like characters driving around, playing basketball, playing volleyball, going to the beach, robbing a bank. It literally just looks like GTA, but a fucking gacha game. You know? That's what I'm looking at. My bad, similar name. No, I got you. When that game comes out, we should play it though. Also, Vaughn, we gotta find a time to schedule another play date. That's what my girlfriend was calling. She's like, "Are you done with your little play date?" And I was like, "Yes." Did you have fun? Mm-hmm. Are you gonna do it again? Nah, I can't stay up that late. Brazo del director gigante. Bless you. Were you trying to say like the right arm of the forbidden one in Spanish or some shit? Is it him using yo-yo as a weapon? I'm interested. It looks like it. I don't know if characters are skins or if they are actual characters like in Genshin, you know, where they have their own movesets and shit. I would assume it's the latter, otherwise what's the point of pulling for a character? I don't even know what the gacha format for the game is, you know? It screams gacha, but we don't know what anything yet. I'll take a look later. But yeah, what games are you guys interested in? I'm excited for Donkey Kong Bonanza. I am looking forward to Metal Gear Delta, the Snake Eater remake. I never played any Metal Gear game, so I am very excited. And the good thing is that I do know from osmosis that MGS3 is the first Metal Gear game in the timeline, right? How's it go? Is it 3, 1, 2, 4, 5? No, I know about 5. It's gotta be like, what the fuck is it? It's like 3, 5. 3, 5, 1, 2, 4? And then if you're a sicko like me, you throw on Revengeance for good measure, right? Fellas, check this shit out. Kobe! Oh! Shaq. I bricked. I forgot that you need to have the panel to attack him with the panel. Yo! Making me look bad in front of the fellas. I'm looking forward to Legends Zaw because that game looks good compared to when they first showed it. Dude, and they showed it to us not on the Switch too. Which means that it's gonna look even better than what we've already seen. That's another one. Thank you for reminding me. My memory is really not as good as it used to be. But we were also shown a shit ton of games. There was that other game that kind of looked like Hades. It was called like Towa and the Legend of the this or that or whatever the fuck. It was called Towa. T-O-W-A. I'm looking forward to Onimusha, but hesitant because I also don't have any experience with the Onimusha series. I know it'll be good, but kind of want to see for myself. Oh, I did it too early. Oh, I did that too early. I seem to be blowing my load a little prematurely in these fights. Send it! Yeah, we're not gonna get any good stuff fighting like that. Sorry guys, I haven't really talked about the game too much. I'm having a good time with it because it's good Mega Man, and when Mega Man is good, the world is just good. We've trudged through Battle Network 1, we survived Battle Network 4, we enjoyed our journey with 2 and 5, and 3 fucking was a real grand slam. But now we're at 6, which is on par with 3. Mega Man Battle Network 6 has the most complexity with the combat. We have not unlocked that yet because like we literally just started. But they do some really incredible shit in this game specifically. They really do end on a high note with this franchise. Bitch! I fucked that up. I'm rusty, man. But yeah. I really am looking forward to a lot of the games coming to the Switch too, because, you know, the library is pretty barren right now. And then on a more personal note, obviously I'm excited for continuing the Zelda franchise, right? We're on Link to the Past right now, but Soon enough, man. We're gonna be on Ocarina. Oh, we got Canon C. We could do Program Advance. Program Advanced. Program Advanced. Get over here, little guy. Yeah, I'm excited for that, man. No, I don't know anything about those games, but I do know they're pretty innovative for how old ass they are, so. I'll tell you guys this, I'm still a little tired from earlier in the week. I really can't be staying up like that. Holy. Give me this. Give me this. This hand's kind of mid. Send it. Oh. Sorry, Gramps. Listen here, young buck. I was up till like 5 a.m. Monday morning because I was gaming and having a good time. And then I fell asleep, woke up around 8 or 9, but didn't have any gas in the tank to do anything until like 10, 11 a.m. And then that's when I woke up and started my day. 10, 11 a.m. Unacceptable, bro. I'm coming from a military background. I used to wake up at fucking 5 a.m. every day and go to bed at 10 p.m. after a nice supper. You know? I truly am not a young man anymore. I can't game the way I used to. I really can't. I like that chip. The Gatling gun, I gotta put more of those Johns in here. That shit was pretty cool. But yeah. We're not ending anytime soon, but I just wanted to get this out of the way now. Fellas, later on in the week, we're probably gonna be playing Ocarina. Or excuse me, Link to the Past. But because the latest YouTube video is already out as of right now, I kind of want to focus on Battle Network 6. That way when I'm not streaming, I can be focusing on making the video for Battle Network 6. We played Pokemon BDSP on stream throughout like the first 2 weeks of February, something like that. And it was a good time, right? You know, a lot of high highs, a lot of low lows. And on Thursday last week, I did something I never did before. I edited a YouTube video live, right? And we actually had a pretty good turnout for that. I was like, look, I want to do this, but it's going to take the whole day. And I was planning to stream today anyway. So I kind of just went, let's do 2 birds, 1 stone type beat, right? So, oh, what the hell? Oh, a monitor. Okay, a monitor nearby. Wait, but how do I find out where this fuck ass dude's Navi is? Is he gonna be on like a literal just on a monitor? Oh yeah, so what's happening in the school is that somebody's taken over the security robots and now they're trying to kill everyone. It's pretty neat, right? I literally can't leave this room, so my options gotta be pretty limited. Yeah. You're in this box, ain't ya? You're in this cabinet. I actually don't know where he is. Wait. How the fuck can't I do this? You're not in here, Mick? 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 Nicholas Pickles. Or rather his Navi. Do I just have to check every single desk? Look, this one's on. It's probably him, right? Yep. There you go. It was interesting to see the behind the scenes work. It's dope because if you ever look at what a timeline for a YouTube video looks like in an editing thing, it's a lot of cuts, it's a lot of music, it's a lot of voice, and adding in visuals and cutting the shit out of a video. Think about it. We did, and I done the math, it was like 9 streams to get from the beginning of Pokemon Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl to the end. Right? Actually, it might have been 8 streams. I think it was 9. That's 3 hours on average. That's 27 hours of footage. Thankfully, it was a Nuzlocke, which means that we can cut all the trainer battles that don't matter, all of the Pokemon encounters that don't matter, and skip to the meat, right? Skip to the funny stuff, skip to the key battles in the run, and any moments where we fucked up, and try and make jokes out of it, right? So I really like to play up like, I'm so confident and good at Pokemon and nothing bad could ever happen because this game is stupid and for babies. And then you immediately cue to like losing 2 Pokemon in one fight, or when we lost Gyarados to a scammer, you know? Oh, sorry, I've been sipping on water. I need to hydrate really bad, man. It was like 98 degrees at work today. And in some parts, because of the sun and because we're working outside, it felt like 108 degrees. Wherever you guys are, I hope that you're not dealing with an insane heat wave. And if you are, I hope that you guys can stay inside, stay hydrated, all that good shit. I was not running at 100% capacity today. You guys remember when I worked at fuck-ass Len the Plumber? And I would come home and I would have this insane, like, poo brain? There's really no other way to describe it. Like, it was poo brain. I was having just... my brain wasn't functioning. My thoughts were coming to me slower. I was slurring my words because I was just beat. I think it was literally cooking my brain cells, man. But that's why I'm very glad that I'm not on the residential side of things. But I will tell this to you guys. I did get a really juicy offer from a company that I used to work with. That is a good company and they're good people, and you know, I left on amicable terms. And they offered me, they gave me an offer letter because, you know, it's the summertime. This is the peak of busyness for HVAC. They sent me an offer letter and it was a pretty juicy one. And I was like, oh shit, you know? So I don't think I'm going to take it, but it's pretty damn enticing, you know? Let me think here. I don't think I need the plus 10. Which means we can add this guy and we can add Fireburn 1. I don't really want to rely on swords right now, so we can get rid of Sword. And then if I have any other F chips... No, not yet. I really should grind for better fire chips, because this would be the time to do it. But y'all know me, I'm not much of a grinder. I'm more of a blitz through and get shit done type of guy. You know? Thankfully for me, it's 88 where I am. Really? 88 degrees, where are you living, JT Owens? Oh, I could tell you. Me. Let me dox him right here and now, bro. He lives in Florida. I have his address if you want. I'm joking, by the way. I don't have your address. But I think you've said it before that you live in Florida. I could be wrong too. But we've talked about it before. If you're down in the south and it's 80 degrees, that's kind of crazy, bro. I'm mad. I'm in the tri-state and we're having this fucked up heat wave. Fortunately, the AC in my house is slightly oversized, which was a factor for me. I did make sure that the tonnage of the unit was a little bit higher than what was required for the house, because that way, and I'm testing it out right now. I have my AC set to 75. Right now it is 96 degrees. Oh, excuse me. The unit turns on, gets the house to 75, and then it turns off. And then once it starts to look like it's about to heat up again, turns on, keeps it at that. My electric bill, pretty damn good. And I really got no complaints, man. I really lucked out more than anything. Got him. Haha, got him. Yeah, even the basic chips in this game specifically, in Battle Network 6, the very beginning chips that you get are so good, man. Fire hit, the Gatling gun. I'm almost reconsidering putting the Gatling gun back in just because of how crazy it is. Also, have you guys noticed the encounter rate for viruses? Pretty chill, right? It's not this insane fucked up number like in Battle Network, which one? Like in 4 or 5, because even 5 kind of pissed me off, I'm gonna be honest. Get over here, dirtbag. I'm excited for this game. I'm excited for this journey. Mega Man's always a good time. But yeah, aside from the hot weather, I do hope everybody's been okay. I had a talk with somebody. This time I'm actually not gonna say the name of the person because this is actual, real, serious, real shit talk. I had a good conversation with somebody the other day, a while back, and they did give me some feedback. They told me some stuff that I needed to hear. It was good for the mental. Oh my god. And I kind of realized low-key I've been a real stinky Steve this year. And part of it was just, you know, dissatisfaction with the way the stream has been going. I was like, I feel like I could be doing better, shit like that. I've been open about that too, but I was letting the negativity get to me and kind of like consume me, where I'm just annoyed and unsatisfied, and then I'd go live hoping to change things, but then my attitude was annoyed and unsatisfied. It was a pretty bad cycle. Learned a lot during that time, and I feel like we've really bounced back through a combination of stubbornness, positivity, and showering. Yeah, it's very important. And I feel like, you know, I have to actively try to keep in mind to not be so negative, you know? To not be so quick to be a fucking downer. It would also be hypocritical of me to do that because I don't like to watch anybody who's being a downer. You can have your moments when, you know, you're not happy or upset or anything like that, but if you're just constantly a Debbie Downer, yeah, I wouldn't watch that person either. Wise, what's going on? Good evening. You've missed some crazy conversations. Fellas, give a TLDR right now. Nah, welcome in. I hope that you're staying cool in this unbelievable heat wave season that we're having. Shit's crazy. That's positive thinking. I have to actively remind myself to keep positive thinking, you know? It doesn't really come to me as naturally as it used to. Not like I have much in my life to complain about, but it's just when you're trying something and you fail, of course it's gonna hurt, right? Kind of makes you feel like shit. Sweet, sweet, sweet. Got him. Diddy? Yeah, Wise. We talked about Diddy. We talked about Diddy Kong. We talked about P. Diddy. We talked about the 3,200 bottles of baby oil that he was using. That's not a joke, by the way. Actually 3,200 bottles. I saw the footage. Low-key, I'm glad that they're being very open about this stuff, because this shit needed to be shed to light. There we go. I still got 10 HP. Alright, and Shiest. One man realistically doesn't need that much baby oil. Yeah! Yeah! So it broke out in the news, like, how much baby oil Diddy had in stock at any given moment. And it was literally 3,200 bottles of baby oil. And then we went on this insane tangent about how, like, that's too much baby oil. You could use that shit every day and probably not run out. What the hell are you talking about? 3,200 gallons, 3,200 bottles. Like, that's too much. Take it easy. Oh, watch this, watch this. Sui, sui. Oh my god, he dodged it. My go. I love how there's a virus that is modeled after boxing. Just to look glossy all the times. Oh. Oh, you sweet summer child. If only. If only. Nah. This next part isn't that funny, so I won't talk about it too much, but he was using the baby oil for highly nefarious and sinister purposes. So we tried to joke about it, kind of like, oh, what if you were trying to clean yourself up because of all the baby oil, and then, you know, you like try to hose yourself down, but he thinks it's funny to hook up the thing that gives you the baby oil to the, like, excuse me, the water source, like the tank. What if he hooked that up with a bunch of baby oil? So you're expecting like nice fresh water to clean yourself up, then you just get doused with more baby oil. That's a funny image. Everything else about it, not so funny. Not so humorous, dare I say. But that's just what we do here. Bro, get the fuck out of the way. He really hit the get down, Mr. President. Wise, how you doing tonight, man? Hope all is well. I was considering doing a makeup Mario Kart Monday just because, you know, we didn't do it yesterday and today's a good a day as any, but I have not really gotten enough sleep yet and I want to play Battle Network because I need to be able to make a YouTube video on this game sooner rather than later. So because of the fact that we moved, or excuse me, because we completed the BDSP Nuzlocke video, I need a video to cook up. You know? Son of a bitch! That was pretty bad. That performance is not Billboard 100. Yes, this'll work. There you go. But yeah. I was, I want to play Mario Kart. Like, don't get me wrong on that as well. I want to play Mario Kart. But I have to prioritize. Finishing up work as usual. Glad you got more sleep yesterday. Sounded like you needed it. Dude, I was getting ready to go live. It was like 6:30 p.m. my side and we start at 7. I posted the Mario Kart thing and then I immediately fell asleep. I woke up to a call from my HR lady at work telling me that the schedule has changed and that I'm gonna be going somewhere else. And I was like, fuck, it's 8:30. And then I woke up and I talked to you guys. I was like, whoops. Oh, listen to this boss music. I'm not gonna say anything for this whole fight. Just listen to this banger. Bitch. It makes me emotional to listen to this. Ah. It's so good. Ooh, GG! Dum dum! Seriously though, the music in this game is phenomenal. That's just the boss music. Like, the normal fighting music sounds like boss music. The boss music sounds like final boss music. And then wait till you hear the final boss music in this game. Ugh. So good. Question, are you doing post-game? I would like to, but the thing about this is that you need to get everything in the game. You gotta like complete every folder. You gotta do a lot, and I don't know if I wanna spend the time to do that. Because again, like, I want to make the Battle Network 6 video, so if I take too much time, it ain't gonna be hot and fresh, you know? I'm still trying to get monetized on YouTube, dude. I need 300 subbies, and I need, like, 3,000 minutes of, video, like, time watched? Is it 3,000? I'm probably getting it wrong. Whatever. Like, we're doing good, but I need to do better, basically. I'll start shift grinding then. Bro, turn on that Buster Max and just clap through the whole game. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah, so Blast Man was causing all this fuck shit at the school, but we don't know why just yet. I love this game. Fellas, let's switch some tracks real quick, right? Hoyoverse has me by the balls. They are releasing Fufu this week. Fortunately, because it's 2.0, we're getting gems thrown at us like crazy. So I'll be able to get her just without spending any money right now. Probably won't go for her weapon. I'll probably just give her some, like an off piece or whatever. In Star Rail next week is Phenon, right? Next week. That's scary. That's very scary. Cause he's coming, Saber's coming, Archer is coming. We got a lot of fucking fire ass characters coming soon, right? So I want Phenon, I want his light cone. I eventually will get Saber. I kind of want her light cone too. I'll take a look at how necessary it is, let's say. Oh yeah, look at this kid. It's basically annoying character 0.9, and then in Star Force they invented Dex. Next week is Phenon, then following we ride into the Grail War. Ah yes, the Holy Grail War. I remember that. Owens, before I forget, YouTube. I've seen Archer before, but I don't know anything about Fate, right? Fate, yes. I recognize that I've seen Archer somewhere before in a very popular meme, right? And I didn't know this, but now that I'm looking at him in Star Rail, I'm like, I know who that guy is. This is how I know Archer. Content warning, I guess. Creates a sword, throws it down on the ground. Oh, that's very nice of him. Why did he give this person the sword?
Now kill yourself.
Is that your goat? Why did he say that? No way. Me to the homies when I tell them to hop on the game and they say they're busy. Oh yeah? That shit's kind of crazy. That's how I recognize him. I don't know what that shit was, but I loved it. At least they're giving away Archer away for free. Yeah. That's the good thing. And you can even get his light cone for free if you just do some polls. So if I know Hoyo, just because he's free doesn't mean he's bad. Because they gave us Dr. Ratio. They gave you guys Dr. Ratio. I wasn't playing the game at the time. They gave you guys Ratio, and everybody said this character's pretty freaking good for a free character. And then with Zenless, they gave us a free Harumasa, which is also pretty cool. And then in the anniversary, they let you fucking pick a 5-star. Vaughn, if you're still here, bro, go play Zenless right now. Claim your character. Either pick Vaughn or pick Rena because they're really good. To this day, bro, they're good. And they let you pick a free engine. A 5-star engine. They really do just throw rewards at us unless it's Genshin. Did you ever look up the Unlimited Blade Works cutscene? No. What is that? What do you mean? Elaborate. Did y'all watch the video Hoyo just put out? No. But I do have time. Here, let's watch this again. Oops, my finger slipped. Hey, guys, hop on the game with me. Sorry, Nacho, we're busy. Oh, yeah?
Now kill yourself.
Why did he say that? That's crazy. Let me move this over here. Let me... Oh, yeah, I was looking up YouTube. Hoyo. God, I type like a grandma. Is it the Phanon Celestia trailer? I usually don't watch these. We could take a detour. Wait, no, this is, hold on, Hoyo verse. I want like the official channel. I don't want, oh, they don't have like an official one. They have one for their games individually, huh? Son of a bitch. What if I told you Archer was basically telling a younger version of himself to unalive himself? Why would he do that? That would cause some type of time paradox. And if you do that, then he won't. Seppuku's back on. A lot going on in that cutscene because we find out what Archer's connection is to the character he threw the sword to. Oh. Okay, okay. Okay. 5 minutes. Should I watch this? We could watch this another time. Cause we're not in Hoyo mode right now, but we will be later. Also, we haven't like we looked at all of the character trailers for Zenless Zone Zero. We haven't taken a look at the character trailers for Star Rail. I have not watched many of these. I watched a lot of the beginning ones, but then we stopped right around Rappa. Yeah, Rappa was the last one we watched. I love Fugue. Fugue is one of my favorite characters, but I somehow haven't watched any trailers since Rappa. But also, can you blame me? Rappa's trailer is like a fucking... It's a Valorant trailer. I'll watch this shit. We don't have time for the other one, but we got time for this one. Let's do 1080p 60. Let me try to crash my computer while we're at it. Fuck it, dudes! I love this trailer because it literally is a... It's a Valorant music video. Person he was talking to is who he was before he grows into being the heroic spirit Archer. I don't know what that means. The story of Archer is the story of someone named Emiya Shiro, bless you, and what he becomes after participating in countless wars and battles. Fun fact, first time I heard this song was in Beat Saber. Oh my god. Imagine hitting the yoinky spoinky on Beat Saber to this. Is this the right video? It is, it is. This is a fun video, man. It's a little quiet right here because there's like 3 different versions of the song. But when I started playing the game, Rappa was the first character that I was like, oh man, she looks cool. Look at this. This is the wrong trailer. I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm wrong. There's another one. No dazzle, no break. I bet if I just go back 1, it'll show. Damn, look at that art. Oh man. Yeah, face shot's pretty cool. We're going off the rails here. Where the fuck is no no dazzle, no break, but like the real one? No no diggity. No diggity. Schnizzity diggity, yo. What's going on? Where is it? Where's the official one? It's not this one. This one, this one, this one. Right? We're gonna skip ahead because there's a part that's dope as shit. This is the in-game version too. That's fly. But yeah, doing that to Beat Saber would be pretty hype. A lot of characters in Fate ties into characters of legend, with Saber herself being the anime version of King Arthur as her actual name. What? When people talk about Fate, it just sounds like gibberish to me. But I am excited that hopefully when the event comes to Star Rail, it'll help me understand things. All I know is there's a really strong guy named Gilgamesh. That's the only thing I know. And that he kind of looks like Mighty, which is kind of cool. Look at this. Tell me this doesn't look like fucking Valorant, bro. Oh, first-person shooter shit right here. That's a cool visual, though. Like her moving around. And then the last monkey. No, get out of there, Chuckles! Look out! Nice. It's a fun video. Oh, she looks tough here, too. Hoyo knows, man. They literally make music videos for every time a new character is released. Who you know doing it like that? Whomst do you possibly know doing it like that? Oh, funny enough, Gilgamesh is actually a gigantic dick in the Fate series. Oh, yeah? When you say that, it makes me think of Mara. For those who don't know, I think it's safe to show this on Twitch. I think. I'll explain why I talked about this, but the other night, me and my girlfriend were talking about a manga that we both like, right? And in it, well, let me just show this to you guys first. This is Mara. Mara is a demon in Persona. Oh boy, here's a Mara action figure. It looks kind of familiar to me. I really can't put my finger on it. There's something about the shape of this creature that is very evocative. Here, yeah, see, here's Mara, right? Here's Mara again, and here's Mara if he were Chinese. Right? So you get the point. There's something about this has to be like censorship or something. Mara looks like that for some reason, right? And that's in the Persona games. That's SMT. Why? Dickhead ass. Yeah, bro looks like a meat and balls, right? So the reason I brought that up to her is because I'm reading the Hajime no Ippo manga. It is the manga for the boxing anime, Hajime no Ippo. Incredible anime, very funny, very action heavy, good music, and the animation just gets better and better and better. There is a meme in Ippo where the main character has like a giant schlong and he gets made fun of for it all the time. The reason that's relevant is because they fight an American boxer named Jason Ozuma or whatever, and because the main cast is Japanese, they're like, huh, that doesn't sound like a normal name. Maybe it's like a ring name, right? Like Floyd Money Mayweather, right? And so they go, oh, Ippo, you should have a cool ring nickname too. Something that represents you. And they go, I know something that represents Ippo. And then they pull his pants down and you hear like an elephant noise. You literally hear like an elephant roaring or something. And so then they go, oh, your in-ring in-ring nickname should be Big Mara Ippo, which means fucking fat meat Ippo. And I was talking about this with my girlfriend because now every Tuesday on the Reddit is where they drop all the information. It's like, hey, the new chapter's out. Go watch it here. Let's discuss the new chapter. Let's wait for next week and try to predict what happens. But it's always the same flow where they start everything with a frog sitting down and it's just, ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to inform you today is Big Mara Tuesday. And I love that community because they have such a great sense of humor. And to top it off, there is another character. He's not the main character. The main character is Ippo. There's another character named Sendo. And Sendo tends to be way more interesting and get more screen time than Ippo, who is the main character. So a lot of people in the community are like, the manga should not be called Hajime no Ippo. Fucking Sendo has more fights. Sendo has more screen time. The manga should be called Hajime no Sendo, right? Which Hajime no Sendo, apparently it's Japanese for first steps. I think Ippo means step. And then Hajime means like begin or first or things like that. So the latest chapter came out today, and it's the same thing. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Big Mara Tuesday, blah blah blah. And then afterwards, it's like one of the mods putting the official link to the next chapter, 1496. Yes, there are 1496 chapters. I think Ippo is the longest running manga of all time at this point. And they always put like a funny little title. It's like, hey, chapter 1495 is out. Have fun. Cheers, my friends. It's like, hey, it is 8 p.m. on the dot. I have put on my headphones to read the chapter. It is now 8 p.m. and 40 seconds have passed. I am now finished with the chapter. You know? But the latest joke was, I liked it. It literally just, hey, the mod went and he went, hey everybody, latest chapter of Hajime no Sendo is up, because it's another fucking fight with Sendo, you know? It's just the Sendo show right now, so I don't really know. It's still called Ippo, but it should be called Sendo. But I'm having a good time with it. Community's good, everything is just good, you know? I almost considered doing like a manga read-along thing on stream, but I would have to look up if that's legal, right? Are you allowed to read manga on stream with an audience? Simple answer you would think is just yes, right? Because if you can publicly read them, why wouldn't you be able to publicly share it while you read it, right? Well, I'd have to look into that before committing to anything. Otherwise, you know. Mara looks like a giant dick, because in Japanese, Mara can also mean dick. Oh, well, that makes sense. That explains why it's called fucking Big Mara Tuesdays. And it's a meme that has stuck with the community. Oh, you got mail. What? Mail has been received in the mailbox on Land's homepage. Okay. Thanks, I guess. You know, I always found it really funny, but also insanely annoying how if you ever play P5, you waste so many days. You like anytime it's like early afternoon. It's shit like 3 p.m., right? And where did Mick hide the key to the central area 2 door? Shit, I don't remember. I was yapping about Ippo's giant dick. What was I saying? I actually got distracted. Morgana in P4 is actually really annoying, because it'll be like 3 p.m. and your guy is like, bro, let me cook some curry real quick. Let me fucking, right? And Morgana's like, nah, you should go to bed, dude. And then fucking main character's like, this cat I just met said I should go to bed. I should probably listen. And then they do that shit for like a week straight. Which, if you know anything about Persona games, brother, time is money. Quite literally, time is money. You can't fucking tell people, oh, hey man, go to bed. The fuck you mean? Whoops. I said P4, yeah, my bad. Yeah, Morgana from P5 be like, you should go to bed. You don't want to get too tired. Like, dude, the day just started. That's like waking up, make yourself breakfast. It's noon and you go, alright, time to fucking hit the hay, guys. Insane behavior. I don't like Persona after 2. Woo! That's a nuclear hot take. I would say everybody likes all the Persona games except for 1 and 2. And even then, that might be because they probably never even played them, right? I don't know if they're very accessible. Or maybe they are. Maybe they are, because we do live in a day and age where you can just go on Steam and play fucking everything. Why is it giving me coffee? Oh. Okay. I have no idea what this is. Wait. Hide the key to the central area 2 door. I hope it's here. I don't fucking remember what he said. Give me that. Give me... Oh, the yo-yo. You guys want to know something cool about Mega Man? Anytime that a virus, which is the enemies in this game, anytime a virus is wiped from the internet, like it literally goes extinct, if you can use that virus in the game, like their chip, it'll come off in black and white, like it's grayed out, because that virus is now extinct, but you can still use the chips that are of that virus. It's pretty cool, but it's also kind of sad. Freeze! Hell yeah. Manga Monday with Nacho sounds fire. Look, I love alliteration as much as the next guy, but I think Manga Monday sounds way too close to something else that I don't want anybody accidentally saying. That's 1 letter off from a catastrophe. Alright, watch this, watch this. Line that bitch up. Ooh! Everybody who are like babies, maybe? That's true. That's true. If you just were too young to play P1, P2, probably don't have the appreciation for it. I was actually gonna ask, because we've gotten P3, P4, P4 Golden before P3, and then we got P5 and P5 Royal, and they even came out with fucking what's this? Oh, I'm so stupid. They came out with P3 Reload, which is a good name. Fellas, is... Oh, hello. Oh, I got lucky, dude. I literally ran into this panel, otherwise my goofy ass would have been stuck. Low battery. Whoopsie daisy. You know what? Phone, you've had enough juice. Ironically, P5 is releasing a mobile game tonight for global areas. Tonight? Oh yeah, P5 X, right? We watched the video for it. It actually looked really good. The trailer for P5 X was actually really good. I was worried that people were going to kind of high-key dismiss the game or call it like Diet Persona 5. Or instead of the Phantom Thieves, they were gonna call it like the Spectre Troop or something, you know? The Goof Troop, really. But I think it's a Persona game. I think people are gonna shit on it for the first couple of days, and then that game is gonna explode in popularity. That's just how these things go. People hate everything right up until they actually fucking play it, you know? Send it! Ooh, he's so nasty. I'm downloading it and trying it. Is it free to play? Like, I know you said mobile game, but I don't know why I didn't think that it could be free to play. It could be pay to win. It could be a paid game, but it's just a Persona experience after you buy it. I don't know. You tell me, man. Sui, sui, sui. That's what sucks about this enemy. The moment he fires, you're hit. You know, you can't really counter him. Sui. Free-to-play game with original characters and story. Huh. Then may I ask respectfully, how do they monetize it? Because there's no way in hell that they released a Persona free-to-play game without any way to monetize it. Like, there's no way. Right? I've stayed clear of anything regarding, but I do know you have to pull for characters and weapons. That's the interesting thing. Like, do you guys remember that god-awful game that was a Mega Man platformer, but it was... You had to pay for the characters and their upgrades and shit? I already don't remember the name of that game, but everybody hated it because, yeah, it has Mega Man in the name, but it wasn't a Mega Man game. X-Dive, thank you, yes. I completely forgot the name. Yeah, so X-Dive came out, and I'm pretty sure you had to pay for the game. And then once you paid for the game, you still needed to, Oh, machine gun? Hell yeah. We're building a schnasty folder, man. There we go. Yeah, I'm pretty sure, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty sure that they made it that, like, you still had to buy the characters. You know? And I'm pretty sure that that game is also end of life, right? Like, that game came and went. I don't know, man. It just comes off as so sloppy. But the new positive Nacho doesn't have too much negative to say. Fuck, my controller's fucked up. Anyway, negative Nacho doesn't really have anything crazy to say. We're gonna do Tornado because it's a strong chip and we got a lot of T-chips here. Yeah, this is looking like a decent folder. I sounded like I had Tourette's there. Fuck! That was a genuine reaction. I was annoyed because I'm like, if you're playing a video game and your shit decides to do that, horrible feeling, right? Horrible feeling. Alright, folder's looking pretty good. X-Dive was free to play but was paid to win in PvP. Well, they shouldn't have brought that shit to console. It was free at first, but then shut down. It was brought back as a game you had to buy on the PlayStation Store, or excuse me, Play Store, and still had to buy everything. That's what I was referring to. Pretty sure you had to pay. Like, they did it shitty both ways. Either get it free and pay for everything, or I'm pretty sure it was get the game and then everything was included, but even then it was like not the kind of game that was worth paying for, if we're being 100 emoji. Got him. There you go. But yeah. And then a couple people saw that X-Dive did really poorly and assumed that Capcom was kind of tanking it on purpose. Because they're not stupid. They know that X-Dive was not a good game and was received very negatively. And they still decided to have it come out and just pretend like, nah, shit is fly, bro. What do you mean? When in reality, everybody hated it. But then to top it off, people were thinking that they purposely, like, high-key kind of send it out to die, because then they could look at that and go, well, look, the fans didn't buy the last Mega Man game. Why should we do more Mega Man when they didn't buy this? Clearly, there is no interest or room for a Battle Network, or not Battle Network specifically, but like for the Mega Man franchise. I'm gonna be very honest with you guys. That's stupid. Because why the fuck would a company release a game that they already made, so there was no extra effort to be done, just to be like, well, look, it didn't do good, which means that people don't want it, which means why should we work on making a modern version or an updated one, right? That's not how it works. They want to make money, not piss people off, especially Mega Man fans. Let's go! Good kills, gang. Good kills. Ooh, boomer. Any boomers in chat? Let me hear you. Boomerang that circles battlefield. If this is just the regular ass boomerang, I mean, it's like, it's good. It's 100 damage, which is nice. Is there anything I can take away? I like copy damage. Air shot's not bad. L, yeah, get rid of these mini bombs, bro. J. What does my folder look like? A, B, C, D. Bro, this shit, the whole 26. I could have this machine gun if I was really being belligerent, though. And I do like the machine guns. The machine guns are super fun. And I don't like the mini bombs. Energy bomb is nice. Reflectors are really good. I don't really want roll. Maybe I put roll in for insurance. It is decent damage. But it's just such a bad fit in the folder right now. Oh yeah, Vulcan. I don't really care for Vulcan either. Let me see my A's, bro. More reflectors? Why not? Shit. Bum 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 ba na 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 na. Give me another reflector. That's 4 reflectors. That's too much reflecting. And then we can throw in some colorless chips. Attack plus 10 on chips that are multi-hit. Excuse me. Attacks that are multi-hit with the attack plus 10. That's pretty fucking strong. I don't know why my voice keeps cracking. Alright, fellas. I am gonna have to end stream a little early. My girlfriend was working late today. She was working from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. today. And I want to be a good boyfriend and cook her some food. So that when she gets home, she can just, like, we can just sit down and eat together. That sounds nice. We're gonna raid out to somebody who is currently playing a genre of video game that I like to call a goon-like. Excuse me. Yeah, goon-like. We're gonna raid out to Gizmo because that is what we do on every day of the week. That's the homie, right? So he's currently playing Lollipop Chainsaw. I want to play that. I want to play all of the goon likes, but I need to find time in the schedule. What is the plan for tomorrow, everybody? Tomorrow, are we going to play Mario Kart? Are we gonna do Legend of Zelda? Or do we continue more Mega Man? I don't know. I actually don't know. I'm thinking of moving Mario to, well, for this week, right? Not forever. I'm thinking of moving Mario for like Friday or Saturday and continuing Battle Network because I just really need to I need a video to put up on the YouTube, you know? So I think that is not a bad idea. That does, have fun with that. Say hi to her first. Thank you, Wise. I will. Also, we gotta make time for the Hoyo games, because there's some pretty juicy Hoyo stuff coming up. So maybe we do Battle Network, and then I do my polls for the characters further on. Anywho, the goon haunts you. Everybody copy paste. I forgot to put the raid message. The goon haunts you, the goon haunts you, the goon haunts you. Thank you everybody for joining. This was a very fun stream.